Welcome students. Today we will see the role of food. Okay. We know life cannot exist without the energy, and that energy is inevitable for the day to day life and its activities, and this energy is derived from the food. So we define food as a composite mixture of various substances which sustain life activities. Okay. These foodstuffs defined as anything which can be used as our food or diet. And these foodstuff of animals, it is composed of mainly 6 components. These components are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins, minerals, and water. These 6 are the very important components of our food stuff. Now, further, we will see the role of food. Food has 4 important role in our life of animals. First, it supplies energy which maintains our day to day life activities. Second, food is essential for the growth of animals and repairing of their body parts, or also called as healing activity. Then third important role of food is it gives or maintains the temperature of the body of organisms or animals. And number 4, certain type of food material like vitamins, they regulate the various activities of animals. And we will see these foods one by one. First, carbohydrates. Okay. Carbohydrates, they are the cheapest source of energy in the animal food. Carbohydrates are defined as hydrates of carbon which have empirical formula Cn into bracket H2O. Hydrogen and oxygen, they are combined in the same ratio as present in the water, that is H2O. Hence, they were named as carbohydrates. But there are number of carbohydrates discovered later which do not have hydrogen and oxygen in the proportion 2:1. And some of the carbohydrates also contains nitrogen and sulfur into this. But still the name continues and it is familiar to us that they are the carbohydrates. Carbohydrate is defined as an organic compound that contains carbonyl group, namely aldehyde or ketone, in addition to 2 or more alcohol groups, or that yield such compounds on hydrolysis. Okay. For example, of carbohydrates are glucose, fructose, sucrose, lactose, cellulose, starch, glycogen, etc. Further, we will see some physiological role of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates has many functions in our body. We will see some of these functions one by one. Number 1, it is the main source of energy in organisms. Energy is essential for day to day activities. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy to the organisms, and energy is essential for our day to day life activities. Then second, carbohydrates have important role in the metabolism. or metabolic activities of the organisms. Next, number 3, carbohydrates provide roughage, that is means it is the indigestible part of carbohydrates. Okay, it is also important, it gives bulk to the diet and hence it helps to satisfy the appetite of the organisms or animals. Then number 4, carbohydrates form the main source of reserve food. Okay, that is glycogen, starch, etc. These are the main storage or reserve food materials in the animals. When next to number 5 or physiological role, when carbohydrates they are in the sufficient form provided in the diet, proteins are not utilized for energy purpose, and as a result the entire protein taken in the diet it can be utilized for the building of body tissues. This is known as protein sparing action of the carbohydrates. And next, the physiological role of carbohydrate is most of the non-essential amino acids they are synthesized from intermediate products of the carbohydrates. Okay, these are the some important physiological role of carbohydrates in our diet.